endurance and like what we were capable of, I guess.
Oh yeah, for sure. So, out of all those locations, which one was your favorite besides the experience you had at Thornhaven? Like just for evidence wise.
I loved Revenant Acres, but
Mm-hmm.
I saw something at Trans Allegheny. I didn't catch it on camera, but we were on the fourth, or not the fourth floor. I'm trying to remember. It's the one with the drug wing, where they caught the thing in Paranormal Lockdown, the like creeper thing. It's on.
Oh, okay, yeah.
It was around that same hallway. I think it's the second or fourth floor. I can't remember, but we were on the tour at the beginning before they let you just roam, and
Mm-hmm.
the everyone else had gone out, and I was coming out of that wing, and as I was walking through the door, to my left I saw like a figure standing there, and I thought it was one of the other people at first, and so I like I thought they were like moving out of the way to let me go through, so I kind of hesitated a little bit, and like looked at it, and it was just like literally just a black shadow, like
Well,
but
that's weird.
more like dense or something. I don't know how to describe it. And I just like walked.
Yeah.
I like kept walking, and then I looked back, and there was nothing there, and I was like, "What?
Mm-hmm.
Did I just see what I think I saw?" And then I went up and told Eric, but like, and he was laughing because I was like super calm. I was like, "Dude, I just saw a crazy shadow figure," and like, it was really weird. It was just like standing there, and it literally looked like one of the other people or something. That's how dense it was. And
Yeah.
I had never really seen one like that. Like normally I see them, they'll move really fast and be gone. But this one was just like standing there, like looking at me or something.
Man, that's crazy, dude. That sounds
Yeah,
freaking awesome. Yeah. I think the coolest piece of evidence I've caught lately was that last night that we went to. That night that my experience happened. Right before that, they were so the group it was like they were in one big group and I was by myself. And they went down to one side of the building, and I was on the other side of the building, and I could still hear them and stuff because the building wasn't like that big.
yeah,
And I had my RRDR60, and I was just sitting there. I wasn't even talking, and it would pick up it was picking up them down the hallway, right?
yeah.
Well, I'm sitting there, and then I listen to it, and I hear say something say that was them, and then it goes crash. And as it's saying crash, an ambulance is driving by. So I like run over to them over there, and I'm like, oh, I caught something crazy. Listen, I show it to them, and they're like, wow, that's crazy. And they're like, does that say crash? And I'm like, yeah, it's saying crash in a really, really creepy voice, dude.
Wow.
And so one of the ladies, like without even thinking, she pulls her phone out, and she has like some police scanner app, basically. And supposedly a crash had happened a couple blocks away.
That's wild.
So that's what the ambulance was going towards. And I'm like, man, that's freaking nuts, dude. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Also, another little exclusive for the listeners of the show. I'm going to be working on a documentary pretty soon, kind of about these experiences. And,
Yeah.
I definitely would like to have you featured on the documentary.
Oh, definitely, man.
Yeah, we'll definitely maybe when we go in August, I'll film
Yeah,
your
definitely.
for that while we're there, while we have some downtime. And but yeah, anyways, so yeah, it's basically going to be about experiences like that, people that experience things like that, and kind of talking about like the ugly side of this. Like ghost hunting, paranormal investigating, whatever. It's fun, and it's a great time, and it's a good hobby, and it's right on the rush. It's everything mixed into one, but it does have a really bad side. And like you kind of see it on Ghost Adventures, but then it's like you have to take it with a grain of salt because of who they are, and they're trying to make a TV show. But I mean, experiencing what I experienced, like I don't like not believe anybody now whenever they say that. Like I'm gonna be like, okay, if you're telling me the truth and it happened to you, like I believe you because I've been through it. And before I would be like, yeah, whatever. When people would tell me those experiences, I'm just like, yeah, okay, whatever. So
Like it was like after watching after that happened at Thornhaven, we watched Demon House because it like came out that same week or something, and and like I could relate to a lot of stuff that they were talking about in that.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that the documentary had a lot of truth to it and stuff, but I just want to make something kind of like a PSA almost. Like, not saying not to do it, but just know that you could go like fight it for 11 years and nothing would happen. Nothing happened.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, boom, something hits you and like, change you. Like, you don't know how it's going to change you. I know I have a friend that we went to a location and she had a mental breakdown basically after having an experience like that. So it can really, really change your life. So I kind of want to make it just to kind of let people know, like, hey, it can be all fun and games, but then the fun and games can go away really fast.
It's true. It's very true. And I was going to ask, do you think, remember the time you were at the graveyard and you had the experience with possibly a hellhound or some kind of big creature?
Right.
I wonder if, I don't know, sometimes people say like seeing those things and things like that can, like people who see them will have more experiences with other entities too. Like I know one kid who saw the hellhound a lot, and he's actually had things like get physical with him, is what he claims and tells me. And,
right.
I wonder if that had anything to do with. I mean, probably not, but who knows?
Yeah, and I it's kind of one of those things like you saw something you weren't supposed to see. So
yeah.
It like opens you up. Yeah, that experience was pretty scary. And people's comments on YouTube, I understand where they're coming from, and they're trying to help debunk it, but in the video, I can see how it looks like a deer because like it's in the video, so you can't see it that well. But with my eyes, I can make out that it was a canine-like creature. Like it was a canine. It didn't look like a cat. It looked like a dog-type creature, not a deer. I can tell because they kept saying, "Oh, it's so tall, it must be a deer." No, it wasn't a deer. Like I would put my life on it that it wasn't a deer. It was something canine-like. I could definitely tell. It looked like a wolf. Honestly, that's what it looked like. Huge wolf. And it was really tall. And so, like, a lot of people trying to debunk it, which I appreciate. But I know for a fact what it looked like. Now, what it was, I'm not trying to sit here and say it wasn't a hellhound, but to film a wolf in our area is, like, super rare. There's only one type around here, and they're like, on, like, the endangered list. So it would be, like, a super rare occasion, but it could be one of those rare occasions that I just happen to be there at the right time to see it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that nowadays I'm hearing a lot more sightings of these bigger canine creatures and, a lot of other stuff. Bigfoot, like one of my high school friends, like, sent me a video recording of his experience at the place that I go looking for Bigfoot the most. And he sent me that and everything. Like, more people are coming out and seeing these things. Just stuff that they can't explain, I guess.
Right.
Like, I saw something pretty cool. I was filming too, but it didn't get caught in the camera. It looked like a some kind of panther run across the road, and we were down in like on some dirt roads in Walker County, just like driving around, and I saw it, but somehow my camera didn't get it, and it was a big like feline looking creature. And some people say they're not around here, but I definitely think they are.
Yeah, I mean, after seeing that, I would understand why.
Yeah, and then some people have even seen bears and mountain lions around, like, Ruffner Mountain, which is, like, in the city of Birmingham, and it just wouldn't make sense for them to be there, but people see them. Because I was asking about the Bigfoots there.
What did you say?
Oh, I was asking them about, like, any Bigfoot sightings there, and they told me about the bears and the mountain lions.
Yeah. See, the scary thing I remember about that night was when I saw it, it was definitely stalking me.
Yeah.
It was watching me first. And, like, I was, like, to my left, down some way was my car, and then it was in front of me. It was like a 90-degree angle, and I'm at the corner point. My car is on one end of the line, and then the whatever that was on the other end. And I saw it kind of trying to, like, go around, and I thought it was going to try to, like, catch me at my car, because I was going to take off running. And then someone told me, don't run, because this thing's going to chase you if you run.
Wow.
And so I was like, I walked back slowly, and I was like, man, and I couldn't see it anymore. I walked into the shadows.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck, it's going to meet me at my car wash. That's what I was thinking. Luckily, I didn't see it after that.
Yeah, I bet that was pretty intense, because anytime I see, like, a big animal, it definitely gets your adrenaline pumping.
Yeah, it's scarier than paranormal stuff.
Oh, yeah, the animals, like, I'll be going through an abandoned, like, I was going through this abandoned school, and this bird flew out, and I mean, that, I almost pissed my pants, literally.
Yeah. I feel like almost every investigator that's been doing this for a while has, like, an encounter with a freaking animal. We were at a hospital, and the basement had bats in it, and they were flying out while we were coming in. It was so scary.
Yeah, the bats will get you. One night I was at, real quick, because I know you have to go soon, right?
Yeah, but you're good.
At Bass Cemetery, which is like one of the popular Birmingham haunted cemeteries. One night I was out there, and there are bats out there, but this looked like something else to me. Like, it flew down right at me, and it looked like a lot bigger than a bat. Maybe it was an owl, but from what I could see, I was in the dark, so I couldn't really see great, but what I could see, it looked like just a black mass of, like, something just flew down and then flew up, and it was probably just a big bat or owl, but it definitely got my, like, senses heightened, and I was like, you know, I stayed for a while longer, but, like, that definitely freaked me out that night.
Yeah, animals are pretty scary when you're out on investigations, because you're in their playground now.
Yep. There was something else I was going to bring up, but I'm having trouble remembering things today.
No problem.
So, before we go, though, go ahead and tell everyone how to find, all your stuff.
Yeah, if you search on YouTube, if you just look up, like I said, the 2 words, Just Paranormal, you'll find our YouTube channel there, and I'll link you to our Facebook page and our Instagram. I'm not as active on the social media side, like Facebook and Instagram, as I should be, but I try to stay active on the channel. We go through ins and outs of uploading, honestly. We used to be more steady, but it's kind of hard with life and whatnot going on, especially when I took that break. So a lot of my subscribers, after I put out that other video, they were like, man, I didn't think you were going to come back. I'm so glad you're back, blah, blah, blah. So it's been a while since we put a video out, but, we're trying to get things going again. I'm at a point where I feel like I can start again, and I'm the lead investigator, so
that's
it's
awesome.
kind of like if I don't make it happen, it doesn't happen. So
yeah, that's great, man. I'm glad. I was glad to see that you were still in action, and
thank you.
And then that day when I saw that happen, like, it was pretty crazy, because it had been sort of happening to me too, with, like, the experiences. So I could definitely relate to that.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I mean, I started taking a break just from doing the demon documents, just because, like, it seemed like more negative stuff was happening and just shit like that. So I was like, I'm gonna take a break from this, work on some other stuff.
Yeah. Whenever you're, like, dealing with, even though you're not, like, going out looking for demons and stuff, you're, like, diving into this, and you're, like, putting your whole, grounding yourself with all this information. I could definitely see how that would affect you.
Yep. And that's another thing. Maybe that's why it happened to me, because I had already been doing that with that stuff, and going back into, like, how I was able to do it that one time and not any other time.
Yeah, for sure. That could be the reason why too. Yeah, you're right.
But who knows? But anyway, man, thanks so much for coming on. I know you got to get to